Hey there. Well, I'm here to do an update, and I just did the biggest no-no in Minecraft. I was trying to install the Optifine for 1.5.2 into the new launcher, right? So I could do the maps in this launcher here, so I could play with my skin and everything. And for some reason I saved the versions files instead of my saves files. So, needless to say, I evidently did it wrong because I put the files in, followed the instructions and all the tutorials for Optifine, and went in, everything launched up fine. And I went to the 1.5.2 version I've got set up to do maps in the profiles, and opened up this world, my Hugz for Grannies world. I don't know if that has anything to do with it because this world was saved. I've always run it on the most current Minecraft, so it's like right now it's supposed to be going on the 1.7.10, right? I opened it up in the 1.5.2, and I don't know if that had anything to do with this. And I had just spent all afternoon building this little house section behind me, and it was completely finished. You can see back there some of I did dig through, there's a big old pile of gravel inside here, and I dug it out, and parts of the house are still here, and other parts are just been converted, and it looks like they just plopped this big old concrete mountain down, because see how tall that goes up there? That wasn't there before. It was just a little hillside up there, and so it even did things like cut through my little work area down here. You can see it cut parts of there was a big pile of smooth stone here that I cleared away. But yeah, so I poked in, there's a little bit of gravel sticking out here, and I poked through here, and I'm going, because over there, I'll show in a second, there's a section of the house that part of it survived. And so this was all gravel, and I'm digging through the gravel, and all of a sudden I come out here, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness, some of it's still here. It's, so I could have, because I didn't do any taping or pictures or anything, and I was just sitting here going, oh my God, I can't believe that, number one, I didn't save my saves files, and number two, that it's just like, I should know better than to try to install these stupid mods, because I never do them right. Anyway, so I'm hoping I'd be really happy if I ran across the staircase, which should be here somewhere, but it doesn't look like it's gonna. Nah, because I was hoping that the upstairs room might have survived, but it doesn't look like it. And I don't want to dig up too much this way, yeah. Well, anyway, so I have to rebuild. But like, it's just weird because see down here it didn't touch this half. It left my cobblestone generator, which is fine. Our little garden over here is fine. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I haven't had the heart to go over and look at my little house because I can already tell part of the roof is missing. But see, my dock is fine. All this is fine. My house. But at least I have this on tape so I can, rebuild it. So actually the inside didn't, I don't have the RuneScape texture pack on right now. I'm not sure all my furniture is gone now. I'm not sure if it'll work. With that, actually, I think it was a 16 by 16, so it should work fine. So actually, this house didn't get it too bad. I can manage this. I'll go look at my footage and rebuild that. The horses did not survive. They've been zapped. Oh well. I'll just put them back in later. It probably means the cows aren't there either. Oh, alas. Just like, and I haven't even bothered to go look at, the maps, because I have a feeling they're probably all kaput. I'm going to have to reload them all. And so anyway, so yeah, like here, my vines that I had put up, those are still here. And it's just weird. So this part of the house, parts of it survived. I've been digging out trying to get to see if that room over here survived, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, because what it was kind of like goes down a step here, then there was a room here that had looked out into the room back there, which may have made that room a little lower than I thought. And then over here you went through, and there was a little alcove and a staircase that went down. And I had my furniture and everything in here, and it was really looking nice. I think had a cream colored ceiling here with this color. I think it was this color here. So that was the ceiling. Had pictures and item frames with things in it. It just looks so nice. And now it's such a mess. Yeah, so you can see get an idea of the color scheme right there. And then over here it was quartz ceiling and quartz floor. No, I had a purple floor. I had this color flooring on the floor with some inset lights, and a quartz ceiling with a pattern with the chiseled quartz in a pattern. So I'm trying to get it put back together before I forget what it looked like. And but yeah, I think I must have dug that other room. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, that's good. So yeah, so this had like a overlook with a iron fence as a little gate thingy. Little iron fences there along there, so you could look out. And yeah, so I'm not sure. Yeah, that had to be the staircase, because the staircase came down and met up with the little seating area, and this flooring came out all the way over here. And then on top I had just plain quartz on the ceiling part right there. And had, what did I do? I had, I think the logs were where this was the logs. Spruce logs, and then of course that came across, that beam came across. And this was an elevated ceiling because it went up about that high, and it had the chiseled quartz pattern on there. And then down here I had a carpet. I had made a little kind of like a little modern art carpet, and then of course under it was all just quartz. And over here was a little kind of a bar type setting. So I had my jukebox and little lighting and stuff, and a little seating area like this, only smaller. So I'll continue to work on that and hopefully I'll get it to pretty much look like it did. And I think the only room I really lost everything out of is this, I guess this room here. Because I was kind of hoping maybe that glowstone had a little alcovey deal. How did that go? I think the flooring was, okay, the flooring came out more. So it probably, if it's anywhere, I think it'd be right in here. Yeah, I must have lost it completely. Oh well. I'll keep working on it. But you kind of get an idea of what it looked like, the style it was in. And yeah, I was sitting here just listening to music, building, thinking about my update I was needed to put out, which is this. So okay, so on to the update. Yeah, and I haven't looked at the map for the other world where I have the bleachers and the water cannon. I'm just like, if I get in that one and those bleachers are all messed up with everybody's name, I'm gonna just rage quit, I swear. Luckily I've got everyone's name written down somewhere. So, yeah, I'll just have to rebuild it, I guess. I've been thinking about putting a concession stand in the back with some villagers in behind the bleachers. And I need to do something for the people who follow me on YouTube because some of them, like some people, if they follow, not YouTube, I'm sorry, Twitter. I got some people who follow me on YouTube and Twitter, some people who only follow me on YouTube, and some that only follow me on Twitter. So I've been putting the YouTube people, up on the bleachers. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with the Twitter people, since I'm assuming if they're not subscribed to my YouTube page, it's because they don't have a YouTube account or something. So I'll figure out something to do. And did I have... I can't remember if I had that covered like that, or did I go up one higher? No, it had to be here. Anyway, I'm sure it'll end up a tad different than what I originally had. Yeah. I can't believe I did that. I still sit here. I'm just like, ugh. Disgusting. It's terrible. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the I keep getting this little world chunk load thingy. There's a abandoned mine shaft down there. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I haven't gone to the other world to check out the bleachers, and I don't know if I definitely am not going to do it today. I'll just be too depressed. I was so depressed when I opened this up, and all my maps, this map anyway, was a mess. So July. We're in July now. I think it's about 12:49. Today is the 30th, I think. So we're still in June, technically. Okay, so July. We're going to do Christmas in July. So I'll be doing some Christmas. I've been looking up some short Christmas maps, and we'll do those. And I may do one of those Advent thingies and do like a few days at a time, because they're all really kind of short projects. So that's what we're going to do for July, and of course I will continue finishing up Keystone, because I'm getting very close to the end of that. And Infernal Mines tour is still going on. I have to, that's the thing, I gotta go look at those maps. I may have to reload them and get back to where I was. Hero Brian's Nightmare. I don't know what's going to go on with that since I don't have Optifine. So we'll just play it by ear. But for July anyway, we're going to do Christmas in July, because I always like to do that. That's about the time I start oops, playing Christmas music and getting into the spirit of things. So I guess that's it for now. So, oh, and for those of you who saw my tweet about the computer blue screen that Catherine figured out what the deal was, we had upgraded the memory sticks to 4 gigs, and one of the sticks, I don't know if it got too hot sitting next to the video card or what, but something went wrong with it, and that's what it was. So we were worried it was the hard drive or something. I was panicking. I had to wait like 2 weeks because she's gone back to take some college classes, and she was like, I can't come out right now to look at it. I've got homework and tests, and she does. She's doing the summer classes, and you know how that is. They try to scrunch 6 months worth of stuff into 3 months. So I was like 2 weeks. It was torture. But she finally was able to come over and look at it, and she figured out, she just took out some of the memory and knocked it down to 3.5 gigs. So, you know, I can get into Path of Exile though, so that's good, because that was part of my problem before, was I didn't have enough memory to play it once it did one of its last updates. And so maybe someday I'll do a playthrough with Path of Exiles, because I've been enjoying that game. And I recently bought a whole slew of games on Steam while they were doing their summer sale in June. And Mules Verne purchased a little game Violet off my wish list, so I will do a playthrough of that, probably not till later in July, well actually probably not till August. I want to get through the July stuff first. Just finished the AVOL map and the closer look at AVOL. I don't know what you would call it, kind of like a tour, I guess, where he went and read all the books, homework books, you know, because each time the world changed, the books under the teacher's desk would change. So we went back through there and read all those, and I think that's about all I can think of at the moment. So I'm going to go get back to work on this, and tomorrow I'll put out some of our first Christmas in July content, and I will see you later. Bye guys.